It's Friday and I'm not in the Friday mood. I am so fed up. So fed up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's gonna be more like a chit chat, get ready with me, slash a makeup review because I've got some new makeup and some new makeup brushes. I don't feel myself today. I feel like quite ill, to be honest with you. I had this sore throat all week. I feel like my voice is deep and croaky like a man. But I usually film on Fridays and I wasn't going to let it get in my way, so please excuse my lack of energy in this video. But I'll try my best. Yeah, I just feel this year alone hasn't been a good year for me. Firstly, I have had nothing but periods of feeling unwell. In January, that was my worst. I had a sore throat. I had ulcers, 2 ulcers in my mouth, and I don't really suffer with ulcers like that. I had the flu that wasn't budging. I felt like I had the flu for about 3 weeks. I just felt so run down. In July, I had a swollen throat for nearly a month. I was trying, cough sweets, throat sprays, sulfonine tablets. I went to the doctor a few times and they couldn't really figure out what it was. In 2015 I actually had glandular fever, so that's why I get quite paranoid with my throat, because this is how it started. It started off with a sore throat, then my throat was swollen, couldn't even breathe, it was affecting my breathing at night. And that's because the doctors, the out of hours doctors, they messed me about. They kept saying, oh, it's just tonsillitis, just take, amoxicillin, take this, take that. And they didn't realise that it was glandular fever, so they made it get worse basically. And my own GP finally got hold of her, and she recognised what it was, and I had to spend a night in hospital. Ever since then, I've had these problems with my throat. Even on Monday, I woke up with a sore throat, and I've had a sore throat all week. But I feel that it's at its worst today, but added with feeling just really, I don't know how to describe it, like tired and run down. But I do think it might be to do with my master's degree and the stresses of it. This degree has been so hard. I'm just using my FENTY BEAUTY in the shade 430. Yeah, this degree has been so difficult. Since starting this degree, like, I haven't had a good experience. Most of the time this year I've been feeling quite lost and confused with some of the essays we've been set and the work we've got to do. I don't feel like the support is the best, to be honest with you, because there's been some incidences when a few people I know on my course have reached out for help, and I feel like the response that they've got, it's been quite rude. So I just feel like I can't really go to them and ask for help. But nevertheless, I've had my friends on the course, they've helped me get through, especially one friend in particular. We've done, like, every piece of work we talk to each other and try and work things out together, and without her I don't know where I'd be. Right now I'm trying to do an essay, not an essay, dissertation. It's my final year project, and it's in for the 17th of October, so not next week, the week after. And I'm feeling quite nervous. I mean, I'm nearly finished, but I don't really feel confident about this work at all. I've been trying to find, a job that's related to my degree, so I can get some experience, so I can eventually do a PhD, but that's not going too well either. The amount of rejection emails or letters, it's just, it gets you down. I know it shouldn't reflect you as a person, but you can't help but let it get to you sometimes. I'm just going to use the shade Suede in the Fenty concealer. I feel like, you know, I go to work on the weekend, come home, and I'm just at home all week, and it's quite depressing. The thing is, in the field that I'm in with psychology, like, it's almost as if you feel that you need to be okay all the time, because how are you gonna, you know, feel depressed and you want to help people who suffer from those issues? And I know that it's okay not to be okay, because of course life's not going to be hunky-dory, but it is hard to be okay all the time. I know that in the long run it'll be worth it in the long run, and you know, I do believe God has a plan for me, for everyone really. I do believe God has a plan, but it's just hard going through the motions. I've started my makeup and I haven't even done my eyebrows. Oh my gosh. You know what, it's okay. And then you've got, you know, my weight. Like, I am not as small as I used to be in school when I was like between the ages of 11 to 16. I used to do dance, I used to do netball in school, so I was always active. I'm going to use for the first time the Ben Nye banana powder. And then when I left school, I wasn't doing dance anymore, wasn't doing netball anymore. I became less active, and the weight started to pile on. I noticed that some of my outfits, it just wouldn't fit the way they used to. And even though I knew I needed to do something about it, I just couldn't, because I was always stressed out with the uni. So I used to just comfort eat. I promised that before graduation I would basically lose weight, get my act together so I can look good in my dress. That didn't happen. Whilst waiting to graduate, I was already doing my master's degree, and basically the stress started and the eating started again. Long story short, I squeezed myself into my dress for my day, and the zip got stuck, and when I got home after graduation, basically had to rip my dress apart to take it off me. Yeah, so there's a little secret. I was like, no, I need to do something about it, and I did. So in January I started working out 3 times a week with YouTube videos. Kiara Lachey in particular, she is my go-to online fitness instructor. Absolutely love her videos. Sorry, I really need to start these eyebrows. Yeah, absolutely love her videos. I did it 3 times a week, and I would eat no more than 1,200 calories a day. I'd get low calorie snacks, Weight Watchers popcorn, Weight Watchers crisps, Snacker Jacks, all things that tend to be under 100 calories really. So I could snack, but I wouldn't feel guilty for it. I had the MyFitnessPal app to track how much I was eating. I went down a dress size. I stopped for a while, I'd say in July. Okay, so I'm gonna try my new Revolution Flawless 3 eyeshadow palette. Got it from Superdrug. I'll link all of this in the description box. I just want to know if it's like a dupe for the Morph palette. Oh my gosh, I'm so peed. Like, the whole time I was like basically doing my eyeshadow, it wasn't filming at all. But I'm just going to show you what colours I used. Triumph as my transition, then I used Story, then I used New Dawn on the lids. Now I'm about to smoke it out a little bit with In. Yep, it's just called In. This Friday hasn't started well for me. Well, In's quite pigmented as well. I don't know if you can see. It's like here. But yeah, it's quite pigmented. I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy with these shades as well. So yeah, I got a call, an email, sorry, to say, oh, we've cancelled your membership. for BPS. When you're a psychology graduate, you've got to become a member of a few societies. Wow. £2.50 for this set of 4 brushes. And I think it's done a good job. So I called them saying, hold on a minute, why has it been cancelled? And they're like, oh, you owe £36. That should have been paid in January. I was like, for what? I had the membership and I rang to say, I'm a master's member now, is there anything I need to pay? The woman said no. I was like, huh? Okay then. She said, just fill out your form so we know and we can change your card. So I was like, yeah, cool. Did that. And now they're saying that I owe like £36. And the man was like, no, we wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have to pay anything. And I was like, are you like telling me the phone conversation I had with your colleague? Because I don't appreciate being called a liar. And he was like, oh, I do apologise. I was like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I've got to pay that £36. Sorry if this video was depressing and negative. As I said, I didn't really plan anything for this video. I just wanted to check out these new eyeshadows, see if the brushes work, even though I used one, but it did. I'm quite happy. Didn't get to use my Makeup Revolution Colour Chaos palette, but I'll be using that in another video. Very happy with this eyeshadow. The pigmentation, I don't know if you can see that, but this is like a Morphe palette dupe. I think this was around like £6 or £7. I will put it in the description box, and it was from Superdrug. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.